Hey, what is up, guys? It's Mordant. Wuthering Waves is technically unofficially announced to finally be coming out on consoles. Now, how do we actually know about this? Credit for this information goes to Takashi on Twitter, and I'll link their tweet down below. And also to Life from Life Lessons. It was because of him retweeting Takashi's tweets that I was able to find out about this information. So make sure to also go over and check out Life's channel, give him a follow. He makes good content. You know the entire spiel that I'm about to go through. Let's talk about the game itself. So, PlayStation is going to be holding the China Joy event from the 26th of this month, July 2024, all the way to the 29th. And sometime within that period, Wuthering Waves will be making an exhibit. Now, there is a very high chance that they will be talking about the release of Wuthering Waves on the PS5. There are a lot of questions that I know some people have, so let's talk about them. The first question that some people are most probably going to ask is, when exactly is the game actually going to launch? Now, the exact launch date of the game on console has not been announced, but there is a very high chance that when Kuro finally does the exhibit, they'll make an announcement telling us when exactly the game is going to launch on consoles. But there is still that little slither of a chance that all they're just going to do is tell us that it's coming to the PS5 and they won't actually give us a release date. So because of that, I want you guys to keep your expectations reeled in. Go in just knowing that Kuro Games has unofficially announced that it's coming to the PS5. We don't know when the release date is, and we don't know if they are going to actually give us the release date at the exhibit. This will just enable us to not be disappointed if they don't announce the release dates at the exhibit. Another question that some people will ask is about the old generations of consoles. So I talked about how this game is probably coming to the PS5. Now, the thing is, I don't know if it's going to come to the PS4. I would like it to come to the PS4, but we don't know for sure if it's going to come to the PS4. Kuro Games might decide to not release it on the PS4, but that is very unlikely because there are a lot of people who still have a PS4 and haven't gone to a PS5 yet, because most games are released on the PS5, most times also released on the PS4. So there is a very high chance that you're going to get the game on the PS4 as well. Now for Xbox, that remains to be seen, but the thing is, I've said this in the previous video, when I saw that Kuro Games announced support for controllers in the game, I knew that a console release was going to come eventually. So there is no how that they're going to actually release on the PlayStation and not release on the Xbox as well, unless they have some sort of exclusivity deal with Sony. That's highly probable, but I don't see it happening unless there's some sort of exclusivity deal. If there is, then you'll probably see Wuthering Waves on the PlayStation consoles for about a year or so, and then it will release on Xbox. And as for which Xbox series it's going to release on, it's probably going to be the Xbox One series. The Xbox 360 store is about to close down, so it's definitely not coming to the Xbox 360. But, like I always say, let's keep our expectations reeled in so we don't get disappointed in the end. Another question that I know some people are going to ask is about the Nintendo Switch. And here's the thing, I don't want to be that person that says that it's not going to come, especially since Genshin said that they were going to release Genshin Impact on the Nintendo Switch, and well, we're almost 5 versions into the game and there's no word on that. So I don't know. Here's the thing, Wuthering Waves is a more demanding game than Genshin Impact ever was. Like, Genshin Impact is made on Unity and it's made to be compatible with a lot of lower end hardware. But Wuthering Waves is more like a AAA game, so it's not meant to run on weak hardware. So I don't actually, if I have to be honest with you, see it coming to the Nintendo Switch ever. Now, there are rumors about the Nintendo Switch 2, and depending on what kind of specs the Nintendo Switch 2 has, there is a very likely chance that we could see it on the Nintendo Switch 2. But then again, like I always say, keep your expectations reeled in. And here's the thing, most handheld gaming consoles don't have exactly the most power in order to be able to handle these things. Like my phone, which is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, sometimes struggles to run Wuthering Waves. It's mostly when it's running hot. So it will be interesting to see if they'll release the game on the Nintendo Switch or not. Let's still keep our eyes peeled and see if anything will come out of this. Now, the last question that I think some people are probably going to have is about when exactly the exhibit for Wuthering Waves will happen. That's not clear. Like, we haven't gotten an announcement from the official Wuthering Waves handles telling us when exactly they are going to make their own exhibit. So all we just have to do is keep our eyes on the information. If you want to be kept up to date with it, make sure you follow me on Twitter and also subscribe to the channel. I'll update you guys first on Twitter, and then I'll make a video on it to also inform people on YouTube about when Wuthering Waves does the exhibit and what came about from the exhibit. With all that said, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for Wuthering Waves news videos, challenge videos, lore videos, and other kinds of videos that I'll make. I'll also be making videos on Azure Familia and Project Mugen when they launch. You can also check out my second channel. I'm planning on doing some Zenless Zone Zero content there, and maybe I'll come back to my Genshin content that I used to do there. Who knows, maybe I might revive Archons only. It still remains to be seen. With all that said, thank you all so much for watching. Also make sure to join the hideout on Discord, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.